Garcia Blended Family, same shirt, 2 different grocery hauls. Let me tell you what we're doing. So I know a lot of people get overwhelmed with pantry stock-ups, emergency pantry, 3-month working pantry, whatever it is that you're preparing for your family after COVID and everything we went through and shortages. There's a lot of different speculations. I can't afford it. It costs hundreds of dollars or thousands of dollars. I showed some grocery hauls where we've spent, you know, a couple $100s just on Stockup. And, you know, not everybody can do that. So I am doing a challenge. I'm gonna find as many different stores as I can. And I'm gonna show you, I have a $25 limit, not budget, limit, on what you can stock up in your pantry for $25. And this week I chose Dollar Tree and Walmart. Those, I've never gone into Dollar Tree and shopped for anything. You know, but, and I go to Walmart, I wouldn't say all the time. My husband forces me to go to Walmart because he thinks it's cheaper. Some things yes, some things no. So we went in with $25 to each place. So this is 50. You don't have to do 50 a week. You can do 25, 20, whatever it is, but just what you can get for it. Even if you have a list of everything you use at your house and you only choose this week to buy 2 or 3 things, 2 or 3 things to buy, it's better than having nothing. So let me show you what we got. The first one was Walmart. And this is a different grocery haul if you've seen that one. Now, I know in a grocery haul that I have showed you guys these. These are like $3 and some change. I lost my Walmart receipt. I know it was $25 because my husband was adding it up. Minus tax. I did not add tax into that, so that's a disclaimer. But we got some of this because I have, if you know me, I have a set of 3 of these. I have the tomato, I have the chicken, and I have the beef. And I use these. Everybody has their food thing. I do use these as a flavor booster, and I also don't want to stock. Don't want to stock. So this is easy. If you have water, you can add this and make your own stock. So I have one of each of those back up in my pantry. So these take me, some take 3, some take 6 months for me to go through one of these. It really depends on how big your family is and how much you use. But for us, you know, you can also use the little ones and not even spend as much. Like the cubes. I like these. My mother-in-law turned me onto these. So I'm fixing to run out of my beef. So I will be using the one in my backup pantry. So I only need 1 of each flavor in stock. You know, I'm not trying to do a year pantry. It's already longer than 3 months. So when I do that, I will put this one, I'll rotate it, I'll put this in my stock, and I'll pull the one from my stock and start using it in my kitchen. So I got one of these. So these are $3 and some change. Another thing you can stock up that's not expensive, this was 65 cents for 5 ounces of rice. You got something to say? Oh, really? Okay. I understand you. Okay, Daddy's gonna get it, okay? Relax, I got it. Well, he's making his little self known. So, back to the groceries. So, this is something that for like a family of 2 or 4, you would eat this and have leftovers. We do a bigger one if we want leftovers. You could take something like this and add a chicken breast or 2, depending on how far you want your meat to stretch, and that's a meal. So just remember, like, we always buy stuff that we eat. Now, I bought this little one. I have bigger packs, but I could also use this as a side item on a dinner and do a vegetable heavy meal. So we'll use this up. But this is something else. These are $1 and some change. Like, I know not everybody eats hot sauce, but in my house, we eat spicy everything for the most part. So this is their black label, their salsa picante, and this, or salsa picante, and this is their hot sauce. We probably go through a bottle of this. And I know you can get an ulcer. We go through a bottle. Babe, what would you say? A bottle every how often of that?
2 weeks.
2 weeks. So I bought 2 more. Easy.
Yeah.
Also, this was I want to say it was $3.98. This wasn't the cheapest thing, but I bought it because this is what I need in my pantry. I have gallon jugs of bleach that I mop my floors with. Well, my husband does. But I like to wipe things down, especially like my kitchen and different things. I can dilute it, but I also, like, we're gonna go on like a little family getaway. I'll take one of these and wipe all the counters and stuff in our hotel. But I wanted some of these for stock. I know people are still having a hard time finding them. I have not bought any Clorox spray, and probably because we were making our own Clorox in what, 8 months, 9 months? I don't even know if it's been this year that we've bought Clorox spray. Like, we just stopped buying it. So we're not hoarding. Like, I won't buy more than this, but it was there. They had plenty of it. I'm gonna go ahead and buy my family. If you need it tomorrow, it's there. If you need it next week and they get a pallet of it, I think of it as, well, I won't be buying it, so there'll be more for you because I've already got my stash. So just making sure, like, get what you need for your family and stock up, which is what I'm doing. I have 5. Again, we're a family of 7, 2 dogs, cats, so we bleach stuff. I have this. I won't go buy more. I'm not gonna hoard like 30 bottles of it, but it's there. I have it, and we don't really use bleach wipes. So this was my $25. Some people would say that that's a lot. Some people would be like, oh, that's not so much. But, you know, it depends on how you look at it. So that's one option. And remember, there they also have, you know, other bags of rice, beans that are less than $1. You can get spaghetti sauces. Just walking up and down the aisle with your list and seeing what's on sale. I forgot my camera, so I wasn't able to, like, video some prices, but I'm sure if you've walked through a Walmart, you see the different options available. So this is what I got this week for Walmart. And I'm not gonna be able to do it next week, so I'm doing like a dual video. See, 1 and 2. So if you wanted to do a $25 challenge, that would be my first week, and then this would be my second, because next week we're gonna be out of town. So this is the Dollar Tree. So obviously this is gonna look a whole lot bigger than this, because everything here is $1. So there are a couple like tricks that I would buy here that would be more effective. First of all, I love these cans of seasoned collard greens. You might not like them. I like them. I've never gotten the knack. I make a lot of stuff from scratch. I cannot make these. I don't know why. I can't figure it out. Somebody's got to show me sometime, because I just love these. And remember, this has a lot of iron in it. So, you know, young girls and, you know, just older women, whatever you need to get your iron up. These are great to have in a pantry, because this is a great source of iron and a lot of other vitamins and minerals. So we bought 6 of these. They were each $1. Great to have in stock. So especially when you need vegetables, if you can't get vegetables, you might have to eat some can. This is something that I'm willing to eat out of a can. Next thing, let's skip actually over here. This is shelf-stable whole milk. Now people are like, ew, I couldn't drink that. Remember, there's other things you need this for that you're not necessarily gonna taste the milk, but you need the milk. So some people do powdered milk. Another thing you can do is shelf-stable milk. It's good for a year. So what I'll do is I'll rotate this through. You don't have to necessarily drink this while you're able to get milk. I know some people freeze milk. I mean, that's an option too. You have the Horizon organic milks that I buy, but I get these for baking. I can put this in a cake. I can do different things with this where I'm not really worried about the flavor of the milk as much as it's ingredient to something that I'm making. So I can use this for that. So I got 7 of those. So I can bake, cook, do whatever, and then once it's open, it can go in the refrigerator. So I could stretch those. So again, I will bake with this. And again, if you make multiple different things a week, this milk, 1 quart, 32 ounces, if you're using a cup and you double anything, make a thing of macaroni and cheese, make a thing of brownies, bake a cake, whatever you're gonna do with it, you can easily go through 4 cups of milk. Another good thing to do, which could be cleaning and or cooking, is white distilled vinegar. I have a couple recipes I use this with. This is 5% acidity. When you rotate it, you can also, when I can pickles, I use vinegar. What else do I use vinegar? And when kids dye Easter eggs, whatever it is, there's vinegar. And I said, I don't know if I said cleaning. You can also clean with vinegar when you do your floors and different things like that. So vinegar is very versatile to have in your pantry. So these were $1 again each, and I just got, I don't care if it's, you know, a certain brand, but I can use this for multiple different things, and this is a huge item that I can rotate. Sometimes I buy it in bulk, you know, the big, you know, 2-gallon containers, but sometimes you might not have that money, or that you'd be willing to spend that money. So even picking up 1 or 2 of those and stocking might be a little bit more manageable. It also depends on where some people live. If you live in an apartment or you don't have the storage for big containers, littler containers might be more your speed. Another thing to remember is when you're keeping a 3-month pantry is not to forget first aid stuff. We have children. Children get hurt. We have triple antibiotic ointment, $1. You can't get it anywhere for $1 that I've ever seen. It's the same stuff. It's just with a different name. So if you're a brand person, you're going to pay more to stock your pantry regardless. There's certain things that I do brand, like sour cream, but then there's other things like this. Medically, I know there's no difference. So this is basically bacitracin, neomycin, and I forget the third one. But it's the same thing as Neosporin. So this is people get cut, scrapes, burns, you know, different things like that. Stings, this is really good for that. I always also too when I take splinters out, because you never know what's in a splinter on that wood. So we bought 2 of these just to have like as in a medicine pantry. And then we got the kids some Band-Aids. You know, we got multicolored, some Scooby-Doo, and then the bigger ones. Another thing, when we get sick, so we are improving the kid's immune system. My 13-year-old hasn't been on an antibiotic since he was 5. And which was for an ear infection, and he got tubes. So when kids get stuffy noses and that you just need to clear it out, we use a lot of saline nasal spray just because our pediatrician just always recommended it, and it just always kept us out of, you know, clearing it out before it really got bad. Again, ask your doctor, make sure everything's okay. This is not like a what to do video. You do what you do for your family. But we do use this for, especially during flu and sinus season. I'm horrible with like germs and sharing. So when one of these get opened, and these are like $4, right babe? Did you pay $4 last time for this? Yeah. At like Walgreens and CVS. Can I just tell you, these are $1. We write their name with a Sharpie on here, and when they're done being sick, the rest goes in a trash. Because we're not going to reuse it, and then next time you're sick, give yourself different germs. So now you might have 2. That's how you get opportunist infections and superbugs and stuff. So we throw these away when we're done. So we have like 5 of those. So they were $1 a piece. So this was our haul. So easily you can stock up a medicine cabinet. Now I will tell you, some things at the Dollar Tree, I'm like, that would not be a good deal. $1 for a box of cereal, but it's really small, or really small coffee creamers. I wouldn't necessarily buy that there. I would say save your money and use it when you can buy a bigger product, because it's just gonna be more cost effective. I like to look at like the ounces, the price per ounce. But things like Band-Aids, ooh, the light. But things like Band-Aids and different things like that, and the shelf-stable milk, really it's not a bad deal. You can also get Hunt's canned tomato sauce, or no, what was it? Spaghetti sauce for $1. If you're on a budget, they take EBT. If you're on that program and you're just needing some help, you can really make your money stretch. Just watch the size and the packaging to make sure that it's worth it. So that is our pantry challenge. Now, I did say we were doing it weekly, just in case anybody, I was confusing when I said that. We're doing it weekly, the $25 challenge, but next weekend we're going out of town. So I did 2. Just to show you and to give you a little comparison, because when you're shopping at a store that doesn't charge $1, it's a lot harder. You want in your mind to be like, okay, that's not going to be a good of a deal. Let's just talk correctly here. Good of a deal to go to Walmart. It still doesn't sound right to go to Walmart because you don't get as much stuff, but it really is based on what you need and just checking around. The whole goal of this is to check around, see what you can get at each store. You might not need Clorox bleach, so why would you buy it? You might not use vinegar, so why would you buy it? So just looking at, you know, maybe take a day and walk through some different stores and where you shop and say, that package is the same size and it costs 1/3 of the price. And just see how far you can make your money stretch, especially, you know, not just when you're pantry stocking, but when you're just buying your own groceries. it always helps to have like a budget and a good idea of what you're spending. So this is our first pantry challenge, $25 pantry challenge. We thank you for stopping by and watching our video. Make sure you hit like and subscribe. Thanks guys, have a great day.